it's top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Menu narration option is set to off. Menu narration option is set to off.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never try. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the rings. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the rings. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the rings. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Gurley again here on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make...
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Third and long. It's gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They'll try to run with Carson. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Second and goal from the 1. Penny will try to punch it in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. On the ground with a tight end. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Carson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Carson. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there. First down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
With the score, Seahawks 7, Rams nothing.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check.
Now Wilson on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And to Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, LA! Todd Gurley, 81 yards.
And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in real.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing is Wilson. He hits his running back, Procise. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a gain of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Get that quarterback and
Wilson operating from the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now Natson. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
We go, Todd! 120! Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the run!
Here we go, it's Gurley. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sip through.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. This one to the left to Higbee. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Here's Goff. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 26, Mike. 26.
Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Natson. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. But we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
The Rams on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeout? And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He lets it fly. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here we go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I got that.
After the interception, here's Gone. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. Keep it up, guys.
Here's Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And down to the 7-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you will too.
You're without a doubt. And so far today,
fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed.
We own it. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. 14, run it. 26.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On third down, Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And taken right on the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 42.
76. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Switch. Hey, echo. 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Here we go. Mike, 59.
Back to throw, Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. Touchdown! Brandon Cooks, 58 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready? Come, baby. Come, baby.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Los Angeles. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a one-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over first and 10.
Mike, go. Mike 20. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Goff on first down. He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30. 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 92 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. A big play coming now for the Rams as they'll go for two. Goff now looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 24. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
There's Wilson to throw. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now it's Wilson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abuka picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson dancing to his left. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. On the handoff. It's Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. 20. 10. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Go. There. 58, boys, 58, it's Mike. Here we go.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
180! Crunch time, defense.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Tackle there by Clay Matthews. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the run. Hey, they're running it. Switch.
Again, it's Penny. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Penny. Ooh, the juke. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Penny, a first down carry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
At the Rams 17-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go. Let's do this.
A gain on the play. First down, Seahawks.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you, these division games never...